Good afternoon. Hope everyone's Saturday is going well. We're going to start doing a new live stream. As I will, Doom Fairies has just asked the question. So this is going to be some very, very, very relaxed. Hello Tomo, hello Doom Fairies. Sessions. Look, no green screens. You get the full view of all the crud behind me. We've got a new setup from a new camera angle and stuff like that because of some of this stuff being big. You're going to see people walking behind me, Joe talking to me on the live stream. We are actually going to lift the at the moment I am in our Discord painting hangout and there's a few of us in there painting at the moment, so we're going to lift the mute on that, so you may be able to hear some of my friends and colleagues talking about painting, taking the pee out of me, no doubt. I know Snowy's there, so definitely doing that. So what is this stream all about? It's ProTech Rescue. I work very closely with a few gaming stores, including Lazy Dragon Gaming out of Blackpool. The gentleman that owns it's actually Evie's business, but Tom helps run it and stuff like that, and he gets deals in, ends up not being able to sell them, and for some reason I get them thrown at me. So we thought we'd make basically a complete series about what Tom's thrown at us this time. Hello Ash, hello Mark, hello Paul, hello Dan, and hello Ronan. I do need to speak to Ronan about sorting out some admin rights, but don't let Doom Fairies know we've poached the admin.
Click and collect orders.
Oh, click and collect orders, cool. Yeah, Ronan, why isn't it? Oh, that might be me yet. So let's have a quick look. We have our new camera installed for the side view, so it's to the right of me. We still have the painting camera to the left of me. So two areas. I wonder if I can get them both done as one. This is where the bits that I'm going to get out in a second are going to live, and then I'm going to work on them here. They are a rescue. Hello, Martin. And basically, it's a bit play it by ear. I don't even know what colour I'm going to do with them yet. But this is what we have got for today. So we have had these for a while, and I've just not had time to do them. So these are knights. This is a box of Chaos Knights. They didn't come over here as bad a condition as this, but we have a whole box of knights. So I'll put them over here for the now, and then we can take them out one at a time. So we basically have one with his shoulder missing at the moment. The reason I want to repaint them and not just sell them as is because of some of the markings. I want to cover the markings up, but to do that I can't find this colour, so I'm going to redo it. We have a fully unpainted one that needs a bit of, well, he needs his arm finding, which I'm hoping is in that. There's the plate for that one. We have we have two halves of a knight. That might be a better one to do today, but we'll see. And doing it under the wrong camera. Another one. They're a dark brassy bronze, like dark, very dark brass with purple mixed in. Here's another one. His arms are missing and his shoulders have definitely come off. So that's to that one. And then Armigers, we have 6 little armigers, all with converted weapons by the looks of it. So they don't all fit on my desk either. If I take... This is what we've got to do, and there's some bits and another bit. So if I take the armigers and put them to one side for now... yeah, just put loads of water down, Paul. If you get a good base of water, they tend to still slide around. I'm guessing that gun is for the grey one. So let's put the grey one away for now, because I don't really want to be spraying primer too much. So we've got 4 there candidates for today. Nothing happened, nothing to see here. I didn't hit the camera with a box. Yeah, definitely a Pokemon gym badge. So, there's a couple to choose from. I'm thinking this fella, because his cannon has tentacles coming out, and I quite fancy doing that one. There's a couple of broken bits on that I need to fix. But yeah, let's go with this one. That's cool. Yeah, we've been looking at a couple of things to do, and this is definitely one of them. Getting cracked on with some stuff. It basically pushes me to do it as well. But I need to... I'm not a fan of moving parts on the models, so I'm going to... So that is fixed, and that's fixed. So I just need to fix that in place. He says looking for his super glue. That's behind me, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unmute myself in Discord. So if anyone's in Discord, they will be... Hopefully you can probably hear them in here. So... I know this is a bad idea to start with, but there we go. Hello, you are live on the Big Brother house. Please, no swearing. Oh.
Alright then, I'll try not to.
So, at the moment, we've got Paul, Snowy, and Ash. But Ash is probably on his driving.
Yeah, I'm just about to.
Just about to. So, yeah. We are not condoning Twitch and driving, but Ash is on hands-free.
I'm not. I've closed the Twitch. I'm just on Discord.
Oh. That means we're a viewer, Dan. That's disgraceful.
Then I tried it. I did try, but then I couldn't be done. Your wife wiped me.
Well, you could just mute one of them, you know.
Whatever.
Wait, that's way too easy. So, we've got plates. Now, there's been markings put on the plates, and that's what I want to try and cover up. It is moving quite a bit as well. So, let's have a VAT. I can't undo that one. There we go. So, we are just trying to not break the actual model, just snap a small bit out of it so it is fixed. We can fix it back into place afterwards, but take the panels off and get into the arm. So I'm going to cut it about there. There we go. So it has a little bit left in there, which I can glue to both sides now, and that will nicely locate it back in place. Cool. So 2 shoulder pads. I think that's going to have to be done in place. I'm not going to get that either. Most of these are stuck. They're all stuck. Can't remember how some of these are held in place, but right. The next thing is to decide what colour we're going to do them. I'm thinking of keeping the body in the brass or whatever it is. I don't even brass and but or do I try and match it in with the panels? That's what he looks like. Not tesseract, not titillating pink either. Ah,
You know you want to.
I don't want to. So remembering, I've got to sell these at some point. I might do an Amiga just to see if anyone is stupid enough to buy one. So yeah, these are technically stock because Tom strong arms me into paying him for them. Not sure how that one happened, but I do get some good stuff off Tom, so I can't really complain. Let's have a airbrush drop down pressure. Well, I might do some special techniques for Tesseract on my Patreon, and you'll have to then... Oh, I should have actually mentioned, I got a parcel today. So this weird parcel turned up before I start spraying and getting paint everywhere. I don't know if anyone knows anything about a parcel that turned up. So there was some Transformers. There was some Starship Troopers miniatures game. Reliant gun platforms, 3 mobile infantry gun platforms for the Star Troopers miniatures game. All lead. Looked cool. Some of our promo cards returned. And then it wasn't ticking. No, not quite anyway. Something really cool, and it's because you said Tesseract that it's reminded me, is this. So I got a dice tray with ProTech stickers on, 2 little dragon eggs, both in Tesseract green, and a nice coin as well. But when I looked through it, I was like, oh, cool, ProTech sticker. And then I noticed in the back, I'll take them out before I break them, it actually has a Citadel colour Tesseract glow sticker in there. So, do we know which mat these came from? So it's great because we're about to start doing gaming again, and some live streams with games on. So we now have 2 things. We have some objective tokens and objective markers, and we have a great dice tray with ProTech on it.
Oh.
And I've got 2 baby dragons, and it's all felt lined and everything.
Where'd those baby orders go?
Not sure. They're probably in a box somewhere because I've tidied up more. So let's have a look at this.
Mine had a little baby Yoda on that.
Yeah, there's baby Yodas with hands missing now. Them ones. Found them. So I'm going to grey primer. I'm saying I'm going to grey primer. I'm just wondering how raised these are. They don't seem too raised. I should be able to. Ah, they've got lumps on. I'm going to have to. Oh. I'm going to have to find the files. It did say this was going to be very live and raw, and me wandering around the garage. The studio. It might be a bit big, that, but we'll see. So these are just sanding pads. It might have been a Kinger that sent me all those amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What primer is it, Paul? Not Paul on the stream, not Paul in Discord. There's too many Pauls.
Sorry, mate.
So yeah, I'm just fucked. I'm gonna rip that. Vallejo can be thin, yeah. Just if you're worried about it messing something up, Paul, try it on a sprue and see how you need to spray it through onto the sprue first, if that makes sense. And it'll just give you two things. It'll give you an idea how it's going to react, and also it'll give you a bit of confidence in painting with it. Yes, Kinger, I think your Twitch is broken again. I'm just reading what Kinger's in. Yeah, cool, Kinger. I can definitely do that. Oh, we lost Ash. I'm guessing Ash is on the move and his signal's not going to be great. So yeah, I've got I think that was the main bit. There's one there as well. It's just thinned out. Oh yeah, definitely, King. We'll use it on the stream next week. Definitely a good. So, but, yeah, we'll definitely get them used next week on the when we're playing games. So I'm in two minds now whether to just redo this entirely, because I've just noticed none of this is painted. Do we go on for a full-on brutish repaint? If so, I won't use the grey. I've never painted primer on, Paul. I've always airbrushed it on. It's, yeah. The in-laws are waving through the window at me. Sorry. They're looking at the new studio setup. So, I need the silver primer if I'm going to do it. Oh, there we go. So this was a sample that Badger sent me, and yeah, extra time. Yeah, it's just I don't know whether I'm going to be happy with the outcome without it being properly taken back, and I think I'm going to hit a lot of the non-silver areas with it, so I think I'm going to hit it up with a full new silver prime coat, which makes sense. So yeah, this is just the style res badger airbrush paint, which has got big lumps on the cap. Now in my mouth. It's a metallic primer, which is pretty good. It has got a really good coating on it as well. And I will do this slightly off screen so it doesn't get everywhere. And I've just left a little bit at the end there so my finger can fit in it. Just check to see if this is covering alright. I'm having problems with my airbrush. Probably says it needs a good clean. So yeah, it's coating it nicely. Oh, the taste's phenomenal. Right. I need a little bit of... Oh, I'll get that in a sec. But yeah, it's going to, I need to get up into some areas that didn't have paint on. See, I could target audience this and paint it purple and then try to sell it to Alex, because we already did one for Alex and it came out really nice. Or did we do 2 for Alex? I think we did 2 for Alex. It was more of a... I didn't do it as a commission, so well, I did it a bit of a commission. Didn't charge him much at all for it. But it was a thing to see. I've not really done any big model repaints. So it was a bit of a test to see if I could... how well I could do on it. And the purples turned out phenomenal. Actually contemplating some clears. And maybe he's cleaning the airbrush. So if you didn't have an airbrush, then yeah, it's just a case of doing this with a rattle can outside. There's no reason that... just... I'm being very light with it. I'll probably rebase it as well, so I'm not being too fussed about getting any of the silver on the red. And it will start to come together, hopefully. What's a good chaos colour? Because I might just do this, go over this in clears, and then hit it up after that with some highlights and that sort of stuff. But if I was to do a clear coat over it, what do you reckon? It's a good job Ronan hasn't got his powers at the moment. And I've got my hands in painting. Because timeouts can happen. Black and red. Yeah, black and red seems a doable colour. Thing is, if I'm doing these panels in the silver, do I do a gloss red, like a like an Iron Man red?
Iron Man red could be really nice.
On a big night with, I think, black accents. Yeah. And then it... Oh, that's still tacky. Picking stuff. Dark crimson. Yeah, it's the candy red, but like a dark candy red would be an idea as well. So, I've got metallic paint everywhere. Just going to my usual cleaning station, the floor. And I'm going to give it a bit of an extra clean out this time because it was a bit spluttery. If I want to do the red, so red with black trim, so I would go use the full on red now. Yeah, I've just realised I've actually just sprayed straight into my finger, so if I keep this out, and then I think I've got some of the, I've got the Vallejo clear. So red and black, cool. I'll go with what you guys think, and let's have the red out. So it is Angron red by Army Painter. It's not Army Painter. Forge World. Let's see how this. I'm only going to try and do in the centre, so I'm going to try and limit where the paint goes for two reasons. One, I don't want to do too much cleanup, and two, this is damned expensive to get hold of again. I don't want to have to do that. So this front panel here, I'll probably do in black, but that symbol I'll do in red. Yay! Welcome back, Kinger's back. Where's Kinger? Also try and get the helmet. So you can see the red's building up. This stuff does go on very thin, and I don't want to rush it because if it splodges, runs, makes a mess, at this point it's a pain to fix. So at the moment, as I say, I've got knights to paint. We've got quite a few of them to get through. We have an Eldar army that Tom sent us as well that I need to look at. which should be interesting because that's very interesting paint scheme. It's very light green. Basically, it's like a vertigree green, and it could actually be the GW Vertigree colour. There we go. What do we think of that red?
I like it. Looks awesome over the metallic.
I'm trying to get that better. Ooh, it's very blurry. There we go. You can see it on that level now. Yeah, over the gold is normally better, but I think this... I don't think Chaos would have it that bright, if that makes sense. Hopefully. And as Tomo said, like, a deep red is very Chaos-like. Corn or whatever it is. Corn on the cob. So I am being fairly delicate with it, but I am going to have to go back in with the silver on the brush just to touch up a couple of bits and pieces. But I've been very sparing with the red, and it seems to be quite okay. So let's do shoulder. I need the shoulder. Oh, I don't need to do the edge. That's fine. So it's one of the things I love about the airbrush is being able to get a big area like that very smooth and cornflake. Oh wow. You've definitely been spending too much time with John. So, the red on it is really nice. Good morning, Archnain. Welcome to one of our new streams. We are doing ProTech rescues. A bit like Rescue Rangers. Oh, Paul will remember Rescue Rangers. Yeah. Oh, we haven't had Dale on. If Dale was here, we could. Oh. Can everyone on Raw Dog Rescues? Can everyone actually hear people on our Discord, or is it just me that can hear people? Well, there's only Paul at the moment, so he's off having a cup of tea. I'll just adjust the sensitive. Yeah, that's okay, because hearing them quietly is perfect. Actually thought Ronan would have snuck in by now and started taking the pee out of me. So, that's the reds on there. I'm going to do the chest plate. Let it dry, fully. Then hit it up with another coat of varnish. And then paint black over them. Oh, paint back over them. I thought I read that wrong there. I thought you said paint black over them. I was like, you might want them so you can see them. Have so with this, because it's clear, and if you put too much on at once you're just going to get a big run. What I'm doing is there's more air coming out of the airbrush than paint, so it's technically drying it as well as it goes around, and it builds up gently. Yeah, I'll do it. You can see it looks quite pink at the moment. Why we've had other people snoring, so
Hello.
good evening, Snowy.
How art thou?
I'm good. I'm painting. Have you got Discord on so you can see what a mess I'm making? Sorry,
Yeah,
Twitch.
just loading it now.
There is a piece of advice: don't put the sound on.
I'm really hoping to do any corn colours. Yay!
Oh, who has a corn army?
If they're corn demon engines, that counts as a demon army, right?
Yeah, we can. I'll allow it, especially if you're buying it. I was going to do it in purple and aim it towards Alex. See if I could sell it to Alex.
You already cried.
Yeah. Oh.
Painted pink and stuck to Rachel. Then Alex might buy it.
Well, they were purpley pink, weren't they? So Rachel said that's more my colour than yours, so I'm taking them. So I could definitely go with that. Maybe Alex can buy the red ones, then they're
No, Alex doesn't like red. He's not on the red team. Alex is in a green team.
I'm sure if he wants to see his nicely painted Chaos Knights, he'll just go, yeah, I'll have them.
Maybe.
Especially because I probably won't be wanting that much for them. Mind you, depends how nice they come out.
Yeah. Knowing you, you'll love them, you'll want to play them, you'll get your 412 bits again.
No.
And you'll,
No. No.
Are you doing reds over metallics?
It's metallics. It's just the Style Res metallic silver base primer.
Alright.
But it's gone.
Silver, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice silver. And it's very bright.
Yeah. Have you tried running the metal colours through yet? Have you tried doing the chrome through the airbrush?
Yes. What did I do it on? It's one of the. It might be one. It was one of the last ones I did in this red or this red. I used the chrome, and it is nice. Oh, I thought it ran out. It goes through the airbrush really well, as you would expect. It's a airbrush paint.
Yeah, well, it's so smooth from the brush.
Yeah.
I imagine it's really, really. But I do love the chrome. I've done a little bit of painting and then washing over it. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that here. Get this red done, and a quick back in with a big brush to get the silvers back down where I've oversprayed. Because no matter how much I'm still going to hit overspray on most of it with the red.
Are you going to go for the classic brass to go with it then?
Oh, black.
Black?
Yeah, going to try a jet black.
Nice. Are you going to pick up the iconography then with brass then? Or?
No, so the icon, I think that's the only icon that I've got, which is the one on there. That is going red. The eye. Oops, sorry.
No, so what about the spikes off it and the knee joint and the shin guard as well?
So all of the you would normally do in a gold colour.
Brass, but yeah.
Yeah, brass gold. Yeah, I'm going to do them in black. I'm going to edge it all in black.
Interesting. That'll be interesting.
It was
Very dark,
very chaosy. Well, it was Tomo that made the suggestion. Between Tomo and Mark, they said basically black and. I don't have a black that would go through like this, Mark. But I want to pick up all of this, like the edging, and I'd never be able to get the silver over and the red over again. Sorry, the silver and a clear black. A clear black would be nice.
What about multiple layers of null oil?
I don't know if it would cover the bits that I want it to cover. I don't think it would cover it. Might do.
Yeah, I might be a bit messy actually.
I'll still be nulling oil going over it. See, the red I want a bit darker, but the red tops out at about this sort of brightness.
Alright, do you know it's like a red tone from Vallejo Army Painter.
And well, I was going to airbrush null oil into it to darken the whole thing up. It needs a full null wash. So once I've got this done, I'll null wash the whole thing, and then I'll start work on the shoulder pads while the main body dries. Either that or I have to chat for half an hour while it dries. Nobody wants that.
No.
Oh. There we go.
I
ask what you mean by like a clear black? Is that like a glaze or is that something different?
So most of the colours, I think I've got one. I think it's Badger Miniature Black. So it's basically translucent. So if you think of Perspex, when you've got a clear red Perspex, you can see through it and stuff like that. That's like this red that we're doing now. But you can get clear black Perspex, like the X-Wing dice. If you hold them up to the light, you can still see through it. So if you put a clear black over it, you will still see the metallics from underneath. And as Snowy said, it's probably very well. It probably would be a one for the null in oil. Maybe it's a gloss null in oil. Yeah, I have a few ways of wanting to try null in oil as well through the airbrush. It works for what's it called? Reverse highlighting. I don't know if there's such a word as unhighlighting.
So what's a glaze then?
So a glaze is a paint that's been thinned down to a very low content of pigment to medium. So with a glaze you can build up layers. So say you wanted to blend from black to green, you would do a glaze over the whole part and then recede by like 0.5 mil or 1 mil as it goes up, and each time you do another layer you recede a bit more and you'll get quite a good blend. It's a lot of people used it before.
Thin layers.
Yeah, very thin layers, layering at a super thin level. The other thing it can do is similar to glow effects that I use for Vader. If I use the glaze through the airbrush, I can get like a glow effect down pretty well, and it builds paint up very slowly rather than like a normal paint where you paint it on and it's got quite an opaque look to it, sort of thing.
That's quite cool. And can you do the same with a paintbrush then, or does it have to be through an airbrush?
No, glazing is probably better through a paintbrush.
GW's, is it Spirit Stone and those colours are quite good with it?
They've all gone.
Have they really?
They've discontinued all of their glazes. That's why we bought loads of it up as it was being discontinued. Yeah, the blue, the Waywatcher green, the I can't remember the blue.
I picked them up the other day, beanie.
Are you on about the gem paints are still there, but they're just they're just like this clears. I think that's that. That's that. So.
After having played with the lightsaber effect, then you could pick that up from you as a glaze medium.
Yes. So, I think that's one of the reasons GW stopped doing the glazes, is everyone actually figured out if they just bought glaze medium, and to a degree you can use lamium medium in exactly the same way, as you would just add a very small amount of paint to the glaze medium, and then it almost looks very clear. I'll get one out in a second. I just want to get this red down. It can be confused with the clear because it looks the same, and there is crossover where you can use it, sort of thing. Do I do the yeah, I'll do that, and then that's the red used up. God, that hasn't half changed it from what it was. My fear now is, obviously, Tom's seen that we're doing this, and then Tom sees the outcome of this and just sends me more junk.
That's not a bad thing.
It is. I've got plenty of my own junk. You know that.
We're not talking about your trunk, are you?
No,
Yeah.
definite stock. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting airbrush thinner in my throat. I would always advise people to do this with either a well ventilated area or outside. So that's going to be metallic. That's going to be... I need something else red on that. No, I don't, because that's going to be black. So the way I'm thinking that, if that's black...
Have you ever noticed, whenever GW or pretty much anyone ever paints, specifically corn more than any of the other factions, they only ever use the same red on them. You never get like multiple tones of red.
Yeah, it's just a red and a wash.
Yeah, I mean, you never say like, dark red, medium red, little light red. It's always just
dark red.
Well, it's just always the same tone. Yeah.
Oh, they are all one toned.
Yeah. I'll say they shouldn't be. It's just one of those sort of like, yeah.
Who even does corn these days?
Well,
I am
those lovely box sets GW did. Loads of people did them for a while.
Yeah. Right, I will clear the airbrush out. I don't need the airbrush for anything else, do I? No. I go to the brush. Horrible stuff. There we go. I can remember when I first started airbrushing, and the first people that I was following on YouTube, they were using a cleaner and a thinner from America, and it had ammonia in it, and the ammonia it worked really well for the paint and stuff like that, and it was like they all raved about it, and then obviously California banned it and everyone stopped using it, but wow, you could never get it over here. And I've always sat there going, I wonder how that would have worked, whether it would have been any good or not.
The only problem with ammonia stuff, it can be really expensive, and they do take the piss for the price.
Wow. Oh, dear me.
I only ever use, and I've still got some of it left, was the Vallejo.
Airbrush thinner.
Yeah.
I just tend to use Badger mainly now.
Yeah, well, it was more of a case like when I got my airbrush, it was a case of what could I lay my hands on easily, and boys were the easiest. Gotta be careful what I say here. Boys were the easiest to lay your hands on stuff. So,
wow.
Yeah. So it was a case that obviously boys always had really good layoff stock. So, now obviously I don't even have a compressor anymore because it's been encouraging again.
It is. It's been. It may get utilised in the next couple of weeks as Ronan learns to use it, and we have to start priming a load more models. Wow, Doom Fairies is on form tonight. Today. I would have expected that from Martin, Catherine. And really, cool, that I wanted to lose. So what are we painting at the other side of Discord today?
I don't know about Paul, but I'm putting the last coat of paint on these, so I can shot a picture up and show you, as it is stuff you printed.
Oh, orders or...
Yeah. It's I've just primed. I've just put the topside primer coat on that little project. Shh, keep it secret. So they're currently in the garage along with some more order stuff. But,
cool.
I'm just doing some scatter terrain, which is going to be hopefully. I'll start painting the, what's it called? The cosmic terrain pack I won in the charity event on your show.
Marvel Crisis.
Yeah, because obviously now I've got the stencils in the post office, thank you very much, with the numbers. I can start to look at sizes for the scatter terrain and paint the stencil numbers on the base.
Cool.
So then there'll be appropriate for when we start getting back into
gaming.
Yeah.
This weird thing.
I've got another troll from the Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle Earth that I'm working on. Trying out all the different colours from the larger set. This one's a brownie one, but I've done bluey ones and a purpley one, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
How are you finding the set?
I love that set. The main games colour set, the biggest one with about 80 paints, and definitely worth the price and stuff. And the paint is so much better quality and stuff. I'm finding.
You'll find that it'll thin a lot better than what you're used to as well.
I mean, it was tricky at first because they are so much thinner than what I'm used to, and there was some serious spudging. But now I've got a bit more control over it. Yeah, it's good. Then again, just controlling how much water's on my wet palette. I normally need it a lot wetter to do the Citadel paints. I don't need as much water, so
yeah.
In the house.
Yeah, I did it the other week, and I know Ronan's just done it. Put too much water on the wet palette, came back in the morning, and the majority of my wet palette was a weird shade of black, because I'd put quite a lot of black down in it. Yeah.
Embarrassingly, I've still not used. I bought that wet palette. I've made such a fuss about getting the red grass ones. Still not used it.
I say we even put a special order in, set up all the account and everything, and
yeah, the red grass ones are good. I tried making a homemade one after a YouTube video, but the red grass ones are definitely worth it.
Yeah. Especially if you're doing stuff like the glazing, because you can mix the glaze actually on the wet palette. It does thin it a little bit, but it's still pretty good. So let's get all of the tendrils done in black as well. So what we're actually doing is just blocking in all of the black parts now that before I put a wash over it. I'm just using my big size 5 Kolonsky. And then this will get a dry brush over it once it's all fully dry. I know it seems a bit daft going from silver to black back to a dry brush, but it'll all come out in the wash, you'll see. So it is just Vallejo black, plain black. I go through loads of that.
Great, yeah. Lovely stuff.
Yeah. I think. Sorry, go.
Excuse the quality of the. Excuse the quality of the picture. I'm rubbish with the camera. There you go. Just put it in the gallery.
Oh.
Finish those off.
I've got the chatting. And yes, I've got a brush in my mouth. Does this work? Yay. So that's some of the... Is that the consoles?
Yeah.
So...
no Tesseract was hard.
Yeah. Oh.
That is just... that, actually, Lee, is it what you gave me? I don't know what it is. You put it in a dropper pot. It is like a...
Oh, that's Createx. Createx green.
What I've been doing is painting like monitors and then washing over it, and it kind of like gives it like a backlighty kind of appearance in life. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's weird. So
They're
That
cool.
was really sweet, Snowy, though. It's a great screen effect.
they're actually quite small. So they're actually not small at all. They're I think they're designed for 35mm. So
It is Legion and Infinity, isn't it?
yeah. So
Yeah, it's cool.
the Otis pile gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got enough scenery for your own store soon.
Well, I've still got a big box to get through, and then there's all but that's walkways to build. I don't know whether to paint them first or
Build
and
them.
paint. I'm not
Right.
sure it's going to be the easiest or best way to go about it. So yeah. But it's good to know in the future, in the science, the future that Amstrad 256s are still getting used with their green screens.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought the one on the left definitely looks like a Spectrum Plus 2.
Yeah. Might be like a Sinclair ZX plus ZX1, just installed in the the desktop just for a bit. I don't know. But I've gone. I still haven't got a storage solution yet for the order stuff. I haven't figured out how I'm going to.
There should be quite a bit of that. You'll have to let us know which bits, because I don't think I got you everything that you asked for. I think I still need to give you a few bits.
No, that's fine though. You did actually. You did some duplicates, so.
That's that is not a problem. But when you sent the message through about the bits that you were missing, I missed a bit of the message and just did some of them that I'd remembered. So there's probably still some to.
It's fine. I've got the bits that you did. The bits I really wanted were those small corridors, which you did too, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I've got some more crates and things, which is great. So I've got enough scatter terrain, I think, along with the fact that I'm going to obviously combine it with the cosmic terrain pack.
Yeah.
So I should have. So for like Infinity or Marvel Crisis, I'm not sure thinking of, because obviously that's interactable terrain.
Yeah.
I think that'll be all right.
It should be.
At least one more.
There we go. That one will do. The black's not going as I wanted it. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be all good.
Right. What's my painting table clear?
Yeah, that's
But
something you never hear a gamer say.
no, so I've got this process. I bought some small food trays from a local warehouse a while ago. The two, unless you've got like a really elite army, they're no good for like going to an event with to keep your army on. But they're great for what I'll do is I'll put, when I'm painting something, I'll have like two things on the go at once.
Yeah.
And I'll put them on the tray. So actually I like, because I do have one model left on this tray, which is a Conquest model shock horror. So what I've been doing is I'll fill the tray up with whatever I'm painting, clear the tray, go to the next thing, and so I'm not really completing projects per se because I'll tend to jump around quite a bit when I'm getting things done. I'm kind of avoiding a lot of burnout because I'm just dancing around different projects.
I tend to do put it all in a. Sorry, I'm getting showered up for no one being able to see me painting.
Yeah.
There we go. So, yeah. Sorry, Tomo. Yeah, I tend to have really usable boxes full of the stuff now.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have many as you, but as we know, we both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could definitely furnish our own store with terrain, scenery, and armies.
Well, we have furnished an entire store.
Well, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is that. And still going.
Yeah, and there's more to come right ago as well.
Yeah.
A lot more. Right. New project.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, I had it planned, so.
Scenery. Cosmic.
No.
Oh, this month for me is get 100% finished with Frostgrave, some Gribblies, and some actual.
Oh, have you not got a full painted warband yet, Lee?
I've got 2, thanks. How about you?
Okay.
I hear yours have gone missing.
Yeah, what's wrong there?
We actually showed them off the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. We had them on the live stream showing what I had painted over the last week.
Flying.
We did give you credit for it. We're not that evil-ish.
They're already tabletops.
Yeah, you're gonna have to knock that on the head as well, Mr. Snowden.
What?
Your tabletop standard it is above tabletop standard.
Not really.
Go on, Zoe. What do you need?
Oh no, me and Reese are just sneaking inside on you.
That's okay. Yeah, those figures that are here, Snow, you're definitely above standard.
They're all right. There's a couple of them are a bit ropey. And I said I use the strong tone army packs. I love soft tone and strong tone. I think they're just. I use them in Agrax as well for different things, but more or less the same things. They tend to be a little bit runnier, so I do like them for getting the creases where Agrax tend to sit a little bit more. And the strong tone, I didn't dilute it down enough, so when it sat on a couple of them, I was being lazy, I was being quick, it went glossy, so hence why they all got dull coated, which I wouldn't normally bother with, especially with them being all plastics, the Reaper models.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But hey ho.
They're still a lot higher than tabletop. I don't care what you say.
I'm just going to be happy to get all the zombies finished, put them on the table.
Well, we'll be... we listed a lot of vampire count stuff, and there's a lot of zombies coming through in there as well, so there'll be a lot of photos getting sent your way. My White Walker 180 zombie army's got plenty of zombies. That's who's done the... Oh. You've done blue eyes on yours, haven't you?
Yeah, the zombies have got like not very blue. The characters tend to be stronger blue. So what I tend to do with the zombies is just do a just paint like a pale, like an off-white, and then wash them with, is it Azure or something, the old GW wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, but with like the vampires and the liches and what have you, I'll tend to do a bit more of a take a bit more time and do a graded glow, so it actually looks like they're glowing a bit more.
Yeah, I did the skellies for my warband because we were trying to think of a way to tie everything together, and I was like, there was just nothing. I couldn't think of a colour to do everything, and I'd planned to do Death's Eyes, like a glowing blue, and Susan's eyes in a glowing blue as well. And then I thought, right, might as well just do the whole warband in glowing blue eyes, and that'll tie them all together, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the Draugr and Skellies on Modiphius's website all have it on. They're all glowing blue.
Game of Thrones has a lot to answer for.
I think Elder Scrolls was around before Thrones, though.
Elder Scrolls has been around since I was a kid, but like Daggerfall, same thing, isn't it? Elder Scrolls, yeah. I remember fondly playing Daggerfall, Elder Scrolls 2 when I was in college, school maybe, college. Transition. So, yeah.
I didn't play games at school. Well, I played computer games. I wasn't.
It is a computer game?
Yeah, but when I was at school, it was none of that. I was on things like Monty Mole and Hugo Goes Fishing and all of the great ZX81 games out there.
Yeah, but you're a lot older than me. So.
Aged like a fine wine. It's turned to some sort of vinegar.
Fermented into vinegar.
Are you saying I'm bitter? Well.
And often salty.
We discussed this on Martin's stream last night. That black looks class.
Cool. Are you magnetising all the weapons?
No, they only had one set of weapons with them being second hand.
Oh.
And a lot of them are glued in place. So we're going to finish off gluing them in place, and they're just to go onto the shop, so they're not on eBay. So if I put, I reckon about 4 or 5 hours into each one.
Yeah.
And then it should, it basically gives me the wage that I need out of it.
And then Tom will buy them back off you and...
Yeah, probably. And put them in his shop at quite a high price.
Yeah. He's got your number.
Yeah. But I do get some good bits and pieces off him now and again.
Yeah. Get some decent work out of him too.
Yeah. We have another few tables worth of scenery coming over. And a few tables worth of scenery in the garage to finish off.
Yeah, quite right, Tom. Second hand should come with a second hand.
Yeah. That black, if I keep the black full on matte, that looks absolutely...
Very striking.
Yeah.
Don't make it too nice though, because I might be tempted.
Yeah. I'm not meant to be making it too nice, because obviously if I make it too nice, then I'm spending... Well, there is that, but then spending far too long on it. And especially when I'm going on to Ash, who's just breaking out into painting to sell and stuff like that, that you've got to keep a defined timeline and don't go beyond it, even if you're really enjoying painting it and all of that stuff. And then the first stream out, I spend 12 hours on a piece that isn't going to get me 12 hours worth of money.
Do as I say, not as I do scenario.
Yeah. There is definitely that, but yeah.
That does look really sweet, though. That contrast with the black. That's nice.
Couple of bits of silver to finish off the spikes and stuff, but yeah, I do like that. That's
You know, when like you see someone else and they're like you've got sort of finished models that other people have done, you think, yeah, I could do that, and you start painting it, and
yeah.
just that sinking feeling of going, they're a lot better painters than I give them credit for. Which is difficult.
It's hard, especially on a stream. It's hard. Thank you for the raid, Tibblesville Cat. Thank you for the raid.
Evil cat. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like your painting. You need two things that you need. You need a better phone camera, if that's what you're using to take photos of it, and a better webcam. Because when you shows your work on the webcam, compared to what I've got sat behind me, it's chalk and cheese.
I'll have you know, my webcam cost me about £3 and it's fantastic.
It's not, because we can never see how good your actual work is, and it is a lot better than you bloody go on about. Don't me.
But no, to be honest with you, I think it's just bad lighting here when I'm taking the photos. The cameras, I've got a Huawei, God bless the Chinese, phone, so it's a decent camera.
So they probably get better pictures than I do when you send it through.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a couple of weeks' time, we suddenly see that China have developed some sort of bright green tank off the back of a snowy picture that they thought was government related.
Okay. Tesseract tank, perfect camouflage for the Stockton area. What?
Thank you, mate.
Ooh. So what's Tibble's been? What have you guys all been watching then before the raid?
I think I'm almost certain Tibbles is Tibbles the one of the streams that Van does.
All right. Okay.
I think I picked up on it. Oh no, it's a new stream. So they've been painting an Indomitus captain today.
Oh, nice one.
That's cool.
Switch.
I will copy for anyone interested. Oh. There we go. If anyone wants to stick a follow over on Tibbles, that's the link.
And yeah, got a follow on that.
Definitely a big thank you for the raid. Big thank you for the for the raid.
Did I mention I bought some more Primera stuff? Whoops.
Did it go straight to Durham by any chance?
No. He's got a lot on at the moment.
I know he's got to get my stuff done.
And to be honest, I'm a little bit because he's got a few things. No. So I'm hoping, obviously, now that get the light on. Now that the vaccines are getting rolled out, I'm hoping that things will start to chill out. So I'll need to go and collect stuff. So maybe April time. Be able to do a pick up and drop off, hopefully. March, April, maybe. With any luck.
Yeah. I think we use that estimator for when I will get my jab, and it was like February next year. So you're all stuck with me on Twitch till then.
I think it'll be a lot quicker than that.
Yeah.
Now the GP practices are getting involved. I think it'll,
yeah.
through them.
I was speaking to my mum, and my mum's got MS and something wrong with. I can't remember what the stomach condition is. She'll probably be in the stream and then put me right later on. Necrons are better, but
The Necrons are better. No, but
Mark. But yeah, my mum's got quite a few underlying health issues, but apparently none of them are serious enough for COVID.
no, respiratory based.
No, but there's two of them that are immune system based, which depletes my mum's immune system, and for some reason it's not highlighted as one of them.
I'm surprised then.
Yeah.
Why she's not on the.
Hey, my
Well,
stepdad got his last week. Joe, not Joe, my wife, the other Joe.
but he's in the age category, isn't he, to get his, so no, my dad got his on Thursday, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And to talk to the GP, my mother's should be in the next few weeks, so mega.
Yeah. The way I see it is there's a lot more people out there that are more needing of it. The only thing that me getting it would mean was possibly eventually getting back to go to a place like Beanies and stuff like that. Don't think we've been impacted by it as much as everyone else. Just the way the business is set up and stuff. Which reminds me, I need to look at someone's website tonight, or he'll hit me.
Age based and frontline care workers.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. But it'll soon be the key workers, and then
and then OAPs, and you'll get yours.
thank you, cheeky.
I got it in before you.
Actually, I've already got my vaccine, so thank you very much.
Yes, but you're a frontline technician, so you have to deal with those computer viruses.
Yes, they are. Can be quite prolific and horrific. No, I was in last week doing my bit.
I'm getting confused on which bits to do black now. That. Oop. I'm T and 9 and doubt I'll get a jab before summer. Yeah. At the moment, I think it's just age based for the jab. Yeah, I did play around with the settings on the gastrometer thing that we used, and when I put it in for me mum at her age, and then put underlying health issues and all that sort of stuff, it's still. Oh, thank you for the sub, Steve. Yeah, it only brought her forward by, I think it was about 5 or 6 days. So I think it is primarily age-based at the moment.
Yeah. Those and shopping, yeah. Well, if it does go down to key workers, it might be the case that outlets that do food will get their stuff.
Yeah.
So I was going to actually start making bacon sandwiches for your viewers, and it might get you up the scale a bit.
Maybe we can do a level on our Patreon account that sends out free bacon sandwich packs, so we can do a bacon sandwich along.
Well, I think that could be a really good idea. I mean, that's maybe something I can get behind, definitely.
Hell yeah, sign me up.
We had wanted it to be a paint along, but it looks like it could end up a bacon sandwich along.
Yeah. That sounds like definitely something worthwhile.
So talking about the jabs, Steve's just come back from taking his dad to get his done.
In New York City, they've prioritised drug addicts for the vaccine. What?
Wow.
Is that? Yes, but only if you can't focus on where you're going, Mark. Due to eye problems.
Yeah, especially if you crash into something. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Thank you for the like, Mike. I have a feeling we're going to get a few of
I'm
them.
still freaking about Ulbricht's comment about New York City drug addict. Is that, I wonder if it's a health thing because they're more susceptible, maybe?
Yeah.
Reduced immune system?
Yeah. I've always said that it's a lot easier for people like that to get stuff, because when I was trying to get sorted out at the job centre before I'd started ProTech up, a bloke basically came in at the same time as us, and he was kicking off because he hadn't had his beer allowance for that week, and they were actually giving him a beer allowance because it was a dependency. Sometimes it makes me want to be an alcoholic.
Oh, they're awful. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. No, we used to have some friends. Their husband was a similar thing where it was a case of if he stopped drinking, it would probably do him a lot more harm. And he wasn't young, so it was
Yeah.
Jesus, not good. Not good.
Right, I'm going to throw that pot of super glue in the bin because it's definitely most definitely empty. And no matter how many times I try and squeeze a little bit more out of it, it's never going to work.
Well, I need to get some more super glue. I keep breaking the gel ones. What was the gel super glue you use again?
Gorilla. And we have just received stock of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think.
By the way, that was not prepped by that. Was a genuine, really surprise.
Yeah. I know it was a surprise because not many people know we've managed to get it in. It's not easy to get hold of.
You can use it as well. All right, cool.
Yes, it's.
Yeah, I've been using the cheap gel stuff from Boys. Not that I've got a Boys a lot or anything. I've tried sponsorship from them. But yeah, the last couple of pots I've had, I've managed to super glue the lid on.
Yeah, that does happen.
Tends to be my problem as well.
Yeah.
It's either I super glue the lid on or I super glue it to my hand.
Yeah, well, the lids have now got so many bite marks where I've actually tried to take the lids off with my teeth. So, yeah. Alright, well, I might, you can see them on the wall. Okay, right.
Yeah,
I'll have to do...
Snowy definitely has the issues with gas. Oh, the ability to watch out for gas.
Thank you. Yes. Not ne'er a burp has been heard on this. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I've seen how many times you've muted yourself.
Just the one.
Why do you think I'm on push to talk?
I'm actually missing all of my pallets.
Not the only thing you're missing. Alright, okay.
Ha 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 ha. I'll definitely give you that one. I'll just have a quick look. Ow. I'm getting old. Stop it.
Didn't say a word.
I should put a back soon up on it, but...
So Paul, what are you up to then? Are you still on with the imps? With the rebels? Dominic.
I've been doing well. Right now, I'm painting some ogre trolls from Lord of the Rings. I've been helping Jacob paint his clone army. We've been using the contrast paints for him, so he's getting on quite nicely with that.
Oh, a nice one. Super duper.
Yeah, bless him. I mean, he's almost 10. He's, quarter of the way through painting his first army, so I'm pretty proud of him, actually.
Wow. I mean, that's a 10-year-old getting your army painted. I mean, it's...
I mean, if you want to get kids into it, definitely using the contrast paints for speed is great, because he literally just use the contrast green, put a few highlights on, and got an army, and he's happy as anything with it. So, yeah, I'm really pleased.
And he's beating you with it as well, so...
Well, yeah, there is that as well. My ass no matter what we play, so...
Yeah.
I found my pallets.
You can have all the tactics and stuff in the world, but if you're going to roll that many crits, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, well, it's a deadlock, yeah.
Is that Paul complaining about dice rolls again?
To me...
Do you know what? I need to get some more games in of Legion. One of these days I'll get to the stage where I know what Joe's doing and I can counter it.
Doom Fairies, yes. The not study. Oh, well, that super glue's got me. That one's stuck in the Studio is now sort of sorted. There is a couple of little bits. That shelf there is stuff that I need to sort, but it's been there needing to be sorted for some time now. So it's not like a major thing that the studio can't operate. Like you can see. So I'm just going back in with the silver now, trying to pick out. It's just the silver primer that we've already used, just to pick out the bits where I was messy with the airbrush. But it's a lot quicker to go back in, and I don't know if you can see it, is I've caught a couple of bits here, and it's quicker once you've blocked the black in, just to quickly run back in with the silver. It fixes any bits on the black that you've caught, and this is where experience comes in, because once over I would go cover the silver, oh I've caught the black, redo the black, oh I've caught the silver, and backwards and forwards for about a day, fixing mistakes over and over again. But part of it is knowing you don't need to go right into that edge, because I'm going to put a wash on it which will hide most of that anyway.
Are you going for a clean finish on these, by the way, or are you going to use any rust effects or anything like that? I really, really like the Vallejo model wash rust effect. That order stuff is lathered with the stuff.
Yeah, I do fancy it having.
It's like a subtle rust, isn't it?
Yeah.
Subtle. Nice way it looks.
But the main wash that will go over all of the metal to start with will be the nulling, because it is very bright silver. But obviously, I just nearly picked up the nulling and went to do it there, and then realised that I hadn't fixed up all of the overspray, so I'll do that now. As you can see, there's pipe work and stuff that does look a bit naff with a overspray coating on it. Again, it's a 2-second fix. Just tidying up just before it gets lathered in wash. But yeah, I think after the nulling's dried and settled in, then aim for certain bits with the rust effects. Because I'm not certain the rust effects wouldn't be where the paint is as much as it is over bare metal.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like just the way it nicely runs. As long as you're careful with it, I'm sometimes a little bit heavy-handed with it, so then I have to go back and do a bit of dry brushing just to calm it down a bit. But I do like the way it sort of just gives a little bit of an extra something to metal.
Yeah.
Gives it a little bit, just Yeah.
And we stock it.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've used it. I use a lot of it.
I know. I think you got most of it off us.
I got all of it actually. I was sick to death of mixing orange and brown washes together. I used all my orange ink up, so it was a good solution.
So I've got the big pictures so you can see. So I'm just covering where I've caught the red now, and then I'll get the wash over it, and the wash can be drying while. So the thing.
Shine like the black as well.
Sorry, Snowy, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I might cheat with an edge highlight for it and do a like a black dry brush.
Yeah.
Just a lighter black dry brush then. As I say, this is a recovery. It's not. I'm trying to be very light with the paint and stuff because there is already coats on there. I'm trying not to.
Yeah, bury the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Corn Wolf.
Hello, mate. Yay. How long have we been on? We've been on for nearly 2 hours. Wow, I'm not doing very fast work today.
I know I'm going to have to go and put tea on in a minute.
And I've caught the edge.
Yeah, so where will your tea be from this week then, Lee?
I've already had it.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course.
Burgers.
Chat to you had it.
Joe and Zoe did burgers, so we're good.
Very nice.
Might have a takeaway pud. Because you know you can get sweets delivered now. Not sweets, but like chocolate cake smothered in.
Really?
Yeah.
You townies.
Uber Eats.
I mean, see, honestly, there's a takeaway.
There's a takeaway for, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a takeaway on Uber Eats. Ash has been using it as well. They get cheesecake and stuff delivered. It's not a bad idea, especially at the moment. You're off looking, aren't you?
Well, there'll be nothing like that round here anyway. We have one takeaway I think that delivers. So, and I've never ordered from them.
So. Couldn't live out there. So have you managed to get electricity yet?
Yes. Yeah, the big house. They've got electricity in the big house now.
Oh.
On the hill. So, yeah. Cheeky bugger.
I don't think I could live without takeaways.
Hang on a second. Both your missus and your daughter are pretty dab-hand in the kitchen. You would survive. Admittedly on raspberry and white chocolate scones, but you'd survive.
I'm a dab hand in the kitchen. I just never have time to do it.
Yeah, I've seen when you've been in the kitchen. Usually, trays of cards, boxes of figures.
No. I can actually cook. I did when I met Joe. Joe couldn't cook, so Joe's cooking skills come from me. And
actually, that makes a lot of sense. That time I went round, there was 6 burgers on a plate.
Yeah, all mine.
Oh, was it 4? It was 4 burgers, wasn't it?
4 burgers on a plate. 4 burgers and chips.
Well, there's 4 of us. That take bed for me. No, that's all leave. Oh. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, now I have more burgers. I've progressed to. I only had 2 today.
Well done. Good.
I'm starving again already, so I might have to order takeaway.
What's a blue light card? Blue light card is for emergency service staff. You get a discount. What do we get a discount? 20. Oh, yeah, that's nice. So, it's just like a special discount card. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, old Frick Just Eat does add it on as well. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. No, the Pizza Hut used to do it, but you had to do it online before you turned up at the restaurant. But other than that, it was quite handy. Yeah. It's really useful when you're at service stations, I've found over the years.
There used to be this is going back some time, but there was a card we got for being in the TA for servicemen.
Yeah, same side. I think there still is. I think there is a services card. I know Weatherby, Mooney. I think Mooney had one.
Mooney was in the services.
No, well, he sort of is. Mooney. I think he does. I think he does property management for the army. So although he's not in the army, he comes on. He's still a civil servant, something or other, army based.
He has that sort of. Yeah, he has that sort of. I wouldn't say demeanour, but that sort of attitude.
Mooney. He's. Yeah.
If I didn't know them, I would say he was Kev's son.
Mooney?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. You don't know Kev well enough, never mind Mooney well enough.
Yeah. Just from the outside looking in, they could be.
Right.
They could be father and son.
Yeah, if we do this trip to Tankfest next year.
Yep.
This year.
Next year. Yeah.
If we can get Mr. Stace to come down, let me tell you, that man has got some amazing army stories. Not macho stuff, just really funny that probably shouldn't be funny. Yeah, and generally end up with him in jail.
Now that that again I can imagine.
Well, blown away when Kev said he'd been in jail. We were like, well, I mean, here's the word for everyone listening. When I say jail, we're talking like overnight in a military police cell because either he was drunk or he was with drunk people. Not for anything sort of. He's never been convicted of anything.
He's too clever for that.
He's too honest. He's too damn honest.
Yeah.
Top bloke. But yeah.
Wait! No, you can't say that. We played that stupid game with him at Expo. He is definitely not too honest. Wow. God, what was that game?
Outer Rim. Was it Outer Rim?
No, the one where you had to get your blooming gnome to
Oh god, yeah. Jeepers, the card game. Oh wow, that was brilliant.
That was... Kev was a mastermind at it.
Actually, he was really good at Nemesis as well, thinking about it. Yes, Saboteur, yes.
Saboteur.
Dead
Yeah.
for it, haven't you? Oh man, that was such a good game.
Love a bit of Saboteur, awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to get some of that on the stream.
Yeah, I whenever I go to an event or anywhere, yeah. Strangely, Mr. Sander, no, I haven't. No. So
I'm pleading the
whenever-
fifth to that question.
Yeah. You've been locked in a room because you stink. We won't let you out. So whenever I go to, I like to buy something as like I bought that from somewhere. Anyway, I bought Saboteur years ago. We were at somewhere, and I had it in my bag. And when we were all at Expo a couple of years ago, I was like, I've got this game. I sort of know how to play it. I think. Anyone fancy a game? And before we know it, there's like 8-10 of us around the table.
Yeah.
I mean.
And we just didn't want to leave because it was just so hilarious, and it was amazing.
Right. Such a good game.
The worst part was Mooney was the easiest to lie to. It's not me. It's honest, Mooney. Oh, okay. We'll get Steve then, and Steve's like that. It's not me. It's definitely Lee. No, it's not me. Not me.
Dear mate.
Reminds me of blooming... Oh, what are we all playing at the moment? The online thing. Among Us.
Among Us.
Oh, wow. I'm considering streaming that or recording that this Sunday.
I'd record it and maybe edit it quite a bit.
No, I don't want to edit it. Oh. Have people bought... Have you ordered pizza? Paper.
Oh, a cracking idea. I think there was some pizza in the freezer. Into the other stuff, pizza thing.
Oh, paper. Right. Ran out of A4 paper the other day, so I had to put an emergency order into Amazon. Amazon delivering at 10 to 5 on a weekend.
Oh, do you know what? Amazon Prime. And why did I forget I had Amazon Prime? It's such an amazing thing.
Not that we should be supporting big companies like Amazon and stuff like that, but I use it all the time.
Yeah, well, it's something you just can't. I mean, especially for me where I am.
Yeah.
Something you just can't get locally.
Yeah.
So.
Right, washes. Not Agrax. So we're going for a 50-50. Oh, yeah, I've got enough. 50-50 wash of Nullin on everything. And then I'll go back in with the airbrush and nullify everything. How am I meant to... Has anyone found any bigger... Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is my good mat.
Oh.
Don't want to destroy my good mat with... No, I've done it already. Nulling oil.
I think you're breaking a bit of ELO there. A bit of a hold on tight to your train. We're going to join in.
I've got a special cutting mat that is covered in rust effects and nulling oil. So I tend to spend a lot of money on these cutting mats to keep the stream nice and pretty. I don't want to have to buy another one just yet.
Yeah, that's fair, dude.
So I'll just go to the mucky one. Could do with it.
Yeah, I enjoy these little trays. Absolutely painted paint and things all over the room. But useful.
I've got baking trays with that I use when I'm doing my spraying.
Yeah.
So I'm going with another one of my super duper, hope this works, things of a huge makeup brush to put wash on.
Cool.
Into the little, because if I don't, I'll be at this for days. Oh yeah, that's working.
Have you thought about how you're gonna? I think you're obviously gonna rebase them.
Yeah, this is actually covered in overspray and stuff now. Well, yeah, it's got the GW stuff on, but it's also covered in overspray now as well. Yeah. And it's going to end up with wash all over it. So
I don't know whether it's better to scrape that off or just paint over it.
I think probably paint over it. It's sealed in as well, so
right.
It should be all right. Should be the. Depending on the time.
I think the lash is a chaos only weapon. Chaos lash, you think?
I don't even think it's a cannon.
The lash?
Yeah, I don't know if that's an actual. I don't know if it's an actual weapon that you can take. Could be wrong.
It's off the
Defiler. Is it Defiler?
Yeah, the chaos engine thing, isn't it? Yeah. Ulfric. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I think Wish is even worse for it, isn't it? Yeah. We have we opened up a massive Amazon warehouse not far from it's Stockton.
Middlesbrough. Darlington. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have got very, very rich over the last year from Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of stores out there have got a lot richer than they let on, with all of the money coming in from online stuff. I'll be the first to admit the first few months we struggled, but notwithstanding problems we're having at the moment with eBay and PayPal and all the stupid companies out there, we're doing all right. We're actually building, and I was able to do all of this expansion for the stream, which
Mr. Standard, thank you for quantifying that, because I was getting really excited. I was wondering what he was on about.
Yeah, so I can only imagine how well Amazon are doing at the moment.
Yeah. So, there's Power Scourge then. Is that a legit Imperial, not a Chaos Knight weapon then?
Power Scourge?
Yeah.
I don't know. Steve has a thingy army. Oh, that's a point. Should do one of these in black and gold and push it towards Steve.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting Steve has a demon army, or a chaos army.
That's Scourge, so that's off the demon engine, isn't it? The bigger one. The one that has a... I should know this because I actually owned it for a bit. Yeah, it is Defiler, isn't it?
Defiler. I thought it was.
Yeah. I guess it just ends up in it. Oh, so this one's got 2 combat weapons then, really, hasn't it? So, Emperor's Children army. Oh.
What colour's Emperor's Children?
Pink and purple. Spanish.
Okay. What colour's Steve's Emperor's Children army? Not that I'm aiming to do a knight in the colour of your army or anything like that. I would never dream of it.
Yeah, it's dead, isn't it? Your birthday coming up.
I was going to do purple as well. And Tomo and Mark convinced me to do red. So I have now used half a pot of Nullin oil on this.
Indeed, Mark. Indeed, that is the right way to go.
So we're thinking of it as a corn knight.
Lion. Have you ever thought of making your own washes, Lee?
I have some somewhere.
Well, I do remember you saying that. You do use a lot.
Yeah, I should have just used a dip tank.
Someone plays Kick Tomo. Right?
What did he say?
Corn Knight would be yellow and green.
Ho ho ho. Green Giant.
How's Tomo's painting coming on anyway?
You're in the same group as him with me, and I haven't seen any for a while.
Yeah.
So I think
I think his paintings were big.
I don't. I think he's lost the will to paint, which means we have to get our fingers out and kick his backside.
Martin, yes, I have no doubt you did. And do you know what? I mock you, but you laugh at my jokes as well. So
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Martin is the sort of person. Is that Martin? No, that's Catherine.
Is that Catherine?
Catherine's Doom Fairy's big bearded beast is Martin.
Oh, of course it is. Sorry, Catherine. I apologise profusely.
If she's laughing at that joke, I wouldn't.
No, yeah.
We can expect it from Martin, but wow.
I expected better from Catherine.
Thanks for the follow, Chewy.
Do you know what? Right, well, hang on. When's Frostgrave week?
Now.
We already had it. Right.
It's month. Frostgrave month.
Frostgrave one. Tomo, did you buy any Mythos stuff?
No.
Did you buy Mythos band? Okay.
He's got a warband on her way.
Have you? Oh, well, there you go. Well, we should organise like a night on Discord and just chill, chat and paint.
I think we need to introduce Tomo to Discord. I don't think he does Discord.
I bet Tomo's a closet Discorder. Tell everyone. It's getting a bit of a dapple effect over the red, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Dapple.
It goes dark, and I've got so I'll try to wet it down for the bits that I want to stay quite bright.
Yeah.
Run it over with the just dirty, basically dirty water out of the pot.
Yeah. No, you know Mr. Lawrence would shout at you watching the entire thing.
It depends when you're doing it. I do agree with that. I don't think you should lash wash on like this unless everything needs it. And I do pin wash quite a lot of my stuff. But if this was to go to a Golden Demon or display standard, then I would wholeheartedly agree. But with this just being a quick turnaround, which is now how long? 2 hours. So I'd be looking at finishing up. I should actually be about halfway through now. Because I've set myself like 4 hours to do the revamp on each one, which puts about 30 quid onto the price, which isn't too bad. I think I paid about 50 each for them if you total it.
Alright.
And then obviously 4 or 5 hours work at what I always say is around about the £10 an hour.
Well, that's about right for a painting model, double the value.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of a very hedgy.
But it's a £90 model new.
Yeah.
So double that would be 180. If I was to get that, I'd actually be quite impressed. But I'd be more happy with just getting around about 110, 120. Fully done, fully based. Speaking of basing,
Is there any way you can get Mythos character and damage cards from? I'm seeing you. Are they not in the starter sets?
I've not.
Yeah, they are, and somebody might have some on eBay at the moment.
No, Ulfric's bought one of everyone off me. So Ulfric has the full set of Mythos. But yeah, we have quite a good sale on at the moment. We started a lot of items off at 99p, and a lot of them are still there.
All of the damage stuff is in the Gubbin set, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was in the Gubbin set. I hope the Gubbin set is somewhere.
My Mythos is in the garage, so I can't tell you. But maybe Snow you can.
No, I don't know where my Mythos stuff is. It's hiding under the Moonstone, I think.
You know how I'm going to decide what basing to use, Snowy?
Whatever turns up first.
There is two options to this. What's your corn army based in?
It's the crackly, whichever the Martian crackly one is.
The one that's already on it?
The one that's already on it, yeah, is what mine's based on.
Bugger.
And you know what's even worse? They're all black rimmed bases as well. Oh, there you go, Dad. Nice one. Character cards downloadable from Mythos website.
Yes, they were. Sorry. Yeah. You would probably have to get a printer to do them.
Do you know what? I need to have a look at trying to source a company that can do the cross-grave cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Because getting them from America is going to be... I appreciate it.
$25 it cost me.
Yeah, exactly, for a deck of cards. I know the first time I did it, all I did was I've actually got my first edition ones right by my left knee, and all I did was print them off, guillotine them, use some aerosol glue, sprayed them onto magic cards, stuck them in sleeves. So, which is alright.
Right, so that is drying. That has darkened that red more chaosy and more... it's actually a lot darker than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's very subdued.
Yeah, but the screen version of it's a lot darker in person. You're getting a lot lighter colour on the... let me see if I can move... Yeah. See if it changes on this one. That's a little bit more representative of the colour. Like a deep brown. I do like a deep brown. I like a deep red. And I think it is then going to end up getting turned to rust and rot and stuff like that by the looks of it.
Nice. No, I think it'll look good with the...
I do like the black trim. That's making it pop. Just thinking if I should have done some of this in red on the... maybe just missed that opportunity now. Ooh, that's a bit blurry. There you go. So yeah, I maybe should have picked up something over here in a different colour. One of the plates maybe is... I'll wait till it dries and then have a look. But the shoulder pads have come out now. Oh, go. He says I can't see it. So when I've scrubbed the wash over, it's actually took some of the red off the high points. So I've got an actual really interesting like highlight on them. Ooh. And it's done it on the... I know it managed to get the rivets as well, which is pretty cool. So let me grab one of the little fellas.
reason.
Because obviously that's going to take a little bit to dry up. I have put the heater on. Might as well do the one of the little fellas while I'm at it. Can Chaos take Armigers? Or
Don't see why they. Well, Dead'll know. I can't see why they wouldn't. It's just basically the same army.
they can now.
Oh,
Cool.
they can now. Oh, there you go.
Or is that they can now because I'm doing them?
Yeah, so everything falls to chaos eventually.
Yeah, well, just Space Wolves being prime example. So the paintwork on it isn't that bad, but the problem I've got is the markings that were put on. They're just a little bit. They stand out a little bit too much, and I can't recoat them, so I'm going to have to. Do I try and not hit the metalwork?
Is that the guy that maybe needs to go in the dip?
No, I can do it. I could just the paint's not it. Whoever's painted them to start with has been really, really good, and it's not too deep. And I think this is just GW. Oh, what's it called? The thingy paint. The
Space.
the metal spray. So he sprayed it metal.
Oh, lead belcher.
Lead belcher, and I'm actually starting to think that this is part of. Maybe there's a wash over the top of it that he's done to get the purple. Maybe the purple and black wash.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Yeah, old Brick, he has a lot to answer for.
Started you on Mythos and Conflict 47. Yeah, I've got a Conflict 47 army waiting to be done, sort of. Thank you for the follow, Ninja Kitten.
I've got already had Conflict 47s as one last game to buy.
Yeah. I'm going to move these plates and stuff out the way to dry.
Well, I'm going to leave it at this point because I've got some old folks to cook for, so...
No problem. We'll be on all night, and well, I'm going to do this for I think about another hour or so. See how far on I get with these. It's not, as I said, it's no set thing where we do it for 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 6 hours. It's just while I'm sat here doing this. I do have Chuck calling me though, so at some point Chuck needs to be satisfied.
Alright, well, see you everyone.
I shall
see you all later.
Catch you soon, and thanks for being on. So, the question now is, obviously I'm going to do one of these. Do I try and keep the silver as silver and keep the very deep gunmetal grey, which I like? I wish I knew what this paint was. They're all locked on. They're not coming off in a hurry. No. So, if I could pop the plate... If I could pop the plates off... Bet you I get one off and not the other. It's like a... No, it's... That really does help, but no, that's not good enough. That might be it. Hasn't copper. Oh, you might be a star mark. Oh, you know what it is? It's Warplock Bronze. If it's Warplock Bronze, I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm actually starting to think that this is that copper. Sorry, Warplock Bronze. At this moment in time, it looks like Warplock Bronze covered in a wash. Why didn't we pick that up before? What a lucky find. Because the trim and the edging on that, and I did like the colours. I just needed to find a way to tone back the markings a bit. So giving it a layer. Yes, I don't know why I didn't, because I know Hasnut Copper's this. It's another deep coppery brass colour, and they came out about the same time. Oh, stuck my finger in it now. Yeah, that's been spot on, Mark. That was a help. I know people are going to say I've gone on about my finger quite a bit during the streams and stuff, but I must admit it's now fixing, but it's like a solid scab, and it's just like you can't pick anything up. And to be honest, Mark, it's good to have you around all the time. One, the amount you wind up Ronan is phenomenal. So yeah, if I just highlight how I would normally highlight after doing a wash, this could be quite a interesting little colour scheme. There we go. That's the 2 leg plates done. How am I going to get away with doing all of the plates? Sorry. That'll be a yes. So this could actually be a quicker one than the big night. That's way cool. I'm wondering if he has done a wash of, maybe he's a brown and a tint of purple, because there is a purple tint to it. Catch you soon, Steve. No, you could tell it wasn't Ronan. He did know a lot about Doom as well, so if you went and looked on his profile, there was quite a bit of stuff that he'd been watching. I think you just got very lucky and got a very very big fan. Yeah, he's done speedruns and stuff like that. We couldn't tell you got irritated with him and he got irritated with you in the slightest. So trying to leave the wash in place. We're just doing... Oh, wrong pot of paint. We're just doing how you would do it. Basically the first layer of something that you've just done a bit of painting and then done the wash on it. So you paint in the highlight, but you don't go all the way to the edge. Ulfric, do you know when Raster's back streaming? I missed the last one, so I didn't get to find out when he's streaming next. Oh yes, it was a cracking stream last night, Ronan. I'm not saying they could have done with a moderator, but they probably could have done with a moderator. Right, so they've not put up a defined day that they're coming back yet. So yeah, just grabbing the plates that are washed brings the copper of the bronze back out, but it'll also mean that it ties all the plates back in together, and I can cover the white bits, especially like on here, where I probably might have to do the whole panel and rewash it. Who's messaging me? Oh, it wasn't. Okay. Yeah. Now we all know who went bong on my stream. I just didn't bother running because I didn't think anyone would mind. We know it's a raw stream. It's not one where I was planning on having it being perfect or anything. Yes, there's a huge troll side there. But just remember, trolling the troll can have deep, deep, deep consequences. Uh-oh. We lost Paul. Catch you soon, Paul. So as this paint's drying, it's actually coating the white really nicely, and it's got a little catch you, Paul. Thank you for being on. I'm just trying to pick up some of the edging like that. See, the good thing with finding it out that it is that that bronze means I can probably get some of the other ones done a bit quicker. I'm still going to keep a couple to do what Tom threw at us this week, sections. But this part is just finishing what the lads started in the first place, and it does look. I do like the colour. So because I do like the colour, the skulls are going to get done in it as well, but I need to thin it down. But yeah, we're going to do more of this. There's no doubt about it. I'm enjoying it. It's a chilled out afternoon. As I say, we don't mind grabbing a couple of people like Snowy and Paul and having them on if they don't mind. And as people grow with confidence, they can always come on. I've just glued my finger up. Must have been wet paint. I say we've got a bit of a bigger area to do stuff in now, so all the Frostgrave stuff's just over there, so I can get that back in, back out when I need to. I'm thinking once this dries, because it's just been done with a wash, something to give it just a daft bit of life is maybe Vertigree. Vertigree on the bits that are in that colour. Let's have the hole underneath in Vertigree. Sorry, in bronze, and then I can get the Vertigree running into all of the gaps. Make that look a bit older. I'm being very careful of where to get, but yeah, cool. There is Vertigree under there, so I think he might have tried it already at some point. Yeah. Again, it's the base coat. Getting it down as quickly as possible is the aim of the game. So big brush, being careful not to just splodge it everywhere. Oh, cool, Paul. I can see them coming through, by the way, and they're just coming through to the right of me. So that's the basic colours. I'm just double checking I've managed to coat all of this. I'll glue them back on before doing the Vertigree. Yes, the whole thing that you've done with that, the coppery coloured panel absolutely stands out. The little chips are absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I am quite liking the bronze mark. I can see what he had intended for this build now, which is a little bit it's just understanding where these glue onto though. Did he have them the right way around? I don't think he did, you know. I don't know. I can see the glue points and I'll go back with them. The good thing with gel is you can put a blob onto it, and if it's not quite where it is meant to be, the blob fills the gap. And then when you actually drop it on, it fills very nicely, if I've got it right. Yeah. I don't think the original build has got them quite right, because there's no seating point for them. But that looks like where he's had it. It looks fine there. I am going to do though is a little bit of super glue's escaped. So just with a quick cotton bud, put it into a point and a quick wipe, gone. Perfect. So Vertigree of choice is usually the GW stuff because that's what I have at hand, but I've put a load of it away. Vertigree. It's let's have a look through the big pot of so I've got a huge box full of spare paints. let's just call it unsorted paint, not spare. If I start saying spare, people will start selling it. So, Nylac oxide. That'll do. But it just needs to be on the copper. Oh, it's the brass, sorry. The brass and the gold. Let's have some in the pot. Here we go. So this is how I do vertigrate. So it is quite thick and on, and then I just take a cloth and rub it till I'm happy with the amount that's on there. As you can see that the verdigris is built up around the edge now. So I'll just push it into all of the gaps, and again so to start with, it does look quite a mess because you're just covering the whole thing, but then has anyone seen the price of these things lately? How much our Armiga's going for at the moment? I've not really. Oh, I like that. Cool. Definitely need to work out the Deutschmark to pound. There's so much coming up lately that's Deutschmarks. I knew I shouldn't have asked. It will be next week. Probably the Wednesday night one now, mate. I've got a couple planned videos I need to do for the patron. I need to do. By the way, we have a patron stream thing starting soon, so keep your eyes out for that one. Is that 25 each painted? At least I can rely on Mark to be sensible. He says, hoping that Mark is being sensible. don't we have to pay a wall tax as well? No, Mark, I've not got... My PC won't run it at the moment. Well, it will run it, but it won't run it how I want it to run it. So I ordered a new one last week. And is this Ronan? Do you know I've sat waiting for that phone call from the company that are making it for me? He did this weird thing. I'm not sure it's legal or anything like that, but he emailed me. So about 25, so 40 quid painted, 50 quid painted, 40 quid painted, something like that. I think that'll... So it took a lot... Yes, it's all sorted. He's getting me the power supply from an external source. They've said they'll do it. Basically, there was just an email from them to say, if this is okay, we'll go ahead. I was like, bugger. Didn't see it. Look at this lashing paint all over the beautiful paintwork. So yeah, it should be a super duper kick-ass PC. I maybe then be able to invest in actually buying Cyberpunk, and as I'm sure Ron will attest, if this thing doesn't run Cyberpunk, then yeah, they're in trouble. So, it's been bought for the business through doing stuff on the stream, for doing stuff with the stream. It can be a bit problematic running the stream and other stuff off this PC to the degree that I want it to. Part of the new camera system is all down to being able to run an extra camera, but I can't run that camera at the same time as this one because it just takes too much oomph. Yeah. I do like that. Right, really happy with that one. Well, I've got the 5950 yeah, it's a Ryzen 9 5950 I picked up. And yes, definitely an RTX 3090. 64 gig of 3400 speed RAM. So yeah, I've gone for as much as I could. Yeah, it wants to be stable if I put that onto it. Trying to think of what colour to do the base. I don't like the red. Don't like the red. Do I have any of the GW pots that I can use up? Typhus corrosion. Is that one? Nope. I was looking for something like the grey stuff. I did have the grey stuff out the other day, so where is it? That's black. Brown. Russian mud. Ah, it's on the table. Oh. Thank you. Look at that. Haribo for the night. Stock there. Ah, there it is. So I'm going to use the brown earth. Brown earth and a wash of, what's it called? Yeah, I held out because I could have got the other one from Gladiator if I'd gone with just the 3950, which was still a cracking processor. But if I'm paying out now and I had the money now to do it, then it was a case of, you know what, the stream's helping my sanity a lot. So I was like, it's worth it. Build the stream up. What's that, Kevin Costner? Build it and they will come. Not Dances with Wolves. That's the one. Spot on, old Frick. Field of Dreams, the baseball one. Yeah, it's that Army Painter one. They're pretty good. They've got a few bits. They've got the 40mm one, and then they've got all of the small ones down the side. Yeah. It's not like I know. Oh, who are they called? Yeah, there's another company that does them as well that are meant for gaming and stuff like that. And when you look at them, they're just the same as the green one over here, the Ancio ones, just rebranded. Let's have a bit more of that. So I'm just using a metal rule because of it being a big area. When I need to get into the undersides of under there and stuff, I will grab the proper GW spatula. As I always say, every company has bits and pieces that just work. That's why I don't say that everything has to be GW or everything has to be Vallejo. I've always said that there's tools for every job and just some work better. And when you don't work for that company or have massive allegiances to a single company in particular, you can actually then go, right, Army Painter's wash over an Army Painter metallic is just to die for. It's probably one of the best combinations. But if you then go to rust effects, then I would prefer a Vallejo rust effect. But a Vallejo rust effect on Army Painter metallics is just brilliant. So yeah, Army Painter have some good stuff. Vallejo have some good stuff. Everyone has good stuff. Everyone. It's just how you work it together and use it. The GW basing materials, brilliant. It's good stuff. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You then got to look at the price point. The Vallejo pots are, so the brown and the dark earth are basically two pots of the GW stuff for the same price, and it does exactly the same job, just a lot cheaper. Wouldn't say it's any nicer or any worse. Don't get me wrong, the brown earth colour has a vast amount of options attached to it. Things like whatever wash you put over it, it brings that in, and it's really good for that kind of stuff. But as a base product, it's probably exactly the same as the GW stuff, just a lot cheaper in the end. So if you're looking for good value, that stuff, we do sell it. I want, but if you're looking for ease of finding stuff, then sometimes it is GW stuff, because lots of shops, our local FLGS has racks and racks of the paint, and I use a lot of GW. We've just worked the Warlock Pert bronze. So what have I missed? Thinking Wales World. Yeah. I have an excuse. I'm dyslexic, but I'm also a crap speller, so I get both of it. So I didn't even notice that Ulfric had spelled it wrong, because my brain scrambles stuff up anyway, and I just saw Field of Dreams. Boom. We're all happy at that point. Yeah, priming the brown earth as well is a lot easier than the darker earth. So, and I think that's why we also sell 10-to-1 of the brown earth to the dark earth and any other ones. It is the most popular, and it does, yeah. So what I wanted to do is yeah, were they looking for you, or so what I'm going to do is this little hatch here is repaint with the silver. Now this is just the primer silver that I've got left on my swatch. It doesn't have to be precise, So it is a little bit oval shaped. That will change once we get the wash in there, so don't worry about that. What we are going to do is he says looking for it. There it is. It wouldn't be chaosy if we didn't have some red glowy type thing on it. He says that might just have enough in to do what I need. Yeah, it's gonna just do it. Sweet. So, while we're doing that, I forgot to sort out all of the dry brush paints to somewhere where I can get them from running. So I'm struggling to grab dry brush. And I got the dead dry brush. Right, into the box we go again. Check. Oh, it's a brand new one. We're good. We've got a brand new one. I'm actually going to use a GW dry brush. See? Everything has a place. Yeah, they are too big. But they work. They're ideal for how I want them, so paint moving is not an issue. So this is actually a large base brush that I use, and I use it for dry brushing. I haven't used large base brushes for basing for some time with having an airbrush. So what I'm going to do is just pick up some of the silver, because it's been painted and it's just been painted with a wash. It hasn't had any highlights or dry brushing done, so I'm just going to quickly dry brush some of the bits to make them stand out a bit better. So you can see it going from the dark there, getting the dry brush on it, getting the light catching the bits. And again, this is, as I've said before, this is just tabletop standard. I'm not going deep into it. I'm not going massively overboard. It is just quick, simple, and it's on the table. A bit heavier on the top bits, so I've got some full silver that. Yes. So barrels as well. You can see the top barrel there straight away has another level to it. And I'm only doing it to the top 3 barrels because obviously once you're down here it is dark, so you're not going to see it. I know you're not going to see it fully finished tonight because things like the base has to dry and that sort of stuff. But you're going to get a good approximation of how it's going to look. So the other thing is, as Snowy mentioned, rust effects. Dark rust. I'm going to go with a dark rust. I think I'll probably make myself a little stand for the dark, for the dry brushes running. Just so I've got them on my table. I use them all the time, so it's stupid putting them away in a drawer or something like that. So yeah, I'm using Rust Oxide, Dark Rust by Vallejo. Again, yes, it's available at ProTech, but I'm going to use it sparingly, not all over. So again, you go on, you use it, and then cotton bud this occasion. Just pull a bit of it back off. So the feet are probably going to be the rustiest of all. And they're in the bog, they're in the mire, wherever this is. And again, just a quick swab, get rid of some of it. I'm thinking this is more of a wash, more of a GW wash than a Vallejo wash. You get a bit more time with the Vallejo wash, so I could probably do all of them by the time I needed to swab it all off again. And again, it's not always going to be in exactly the same places. There might have been parts replaced. The heat exchanger up here, a bit more susceptible to rusting patches and stuff. And there's no wrong or right way about doing rust. It is just splodge it, see where, if you think you've got too much somewhere, just rub it, clean it, do a dry brush over the top of it. Once it dries fully, you could probably dry brush the silver again and give it a little bit more life, so some of the parts have moved and that sort of stuff. Let's have some bits in there. At the end of the day, it is chaos. It's not. They don't take pride in there. Let's have. Yeah, they don't take pride in their appearance like the Space Marines would. So you can send me some. I can tell. Oh yeah, they're cool. Just need to stub that out in my coffee that I don't have. Where's the child when he needs coffee? She said she was listening. I'm sensing she's not. Let's get the... I don't want to waste all of that. Wash. There we go. It's a good pound's worth there. We have these ones, Egan. That's the ones that we've been making. I just did some circles on Tinkercad and made them. I have them for a few different types of paint. We also have these. These are pretty cool. And I've just worked out that they work for the rolling pins as well. So they're the ProTech paint stands. They just hold the army painters. Don't even hold the Instar stuff either. They're not, but they hold all of the Vallejo ones nicely. Yeah, I'll be along in a bit, Ronan. Well, we'll be along in a channel to throw abuse at you. But I shall catch you in a bit, Matt. Thank you for watching. So, he's nearly ready to go. What I wanted to do is on the top is put in a bit too much, but that is the Spirit Stone Red. It's the technical that Snowy was on about earlier, and it's just it's a bit for doing gemstones and stuff like that. So once that dries, if you just just drop in a little bit of wash around the outside, you get what looks like a viewport with a red lighting inside. So just waiting for some rust washes to dry, and I think he's about done. I finished the little red dot on there, and Mr. Armiger is ready to rock. So what I'll do is base dries, run it. Oh, that's the rust dribbling. Yeah, run a wash over the base, do the black rim, do a little bit of wash around that, and that will be the Armiger done. With the lucky find of the Warplock bronze. Yeah, I've seen Egan. They're good. We've got ProTech has done a few designs, not as complex as that. They were just basic circular ones. So he's drying, but he's gone more brown than anything else, which is interesting. I'm considering going back in with some red. I might add a bit more tone to it. He's still wet in places, so I can't really go in with a brush just yet. Because if I do, I'll end up blowing stuff everywhere. So, yeah, that could do with just a little bit. I wonder if stick the airbrush back on. I have no idea what. Oh, there it is. See, with it being clear, I've got one of two options. I can go back in with the airbrush something to. Or I can go in with a red glaze. So I'm going to try the clear red first, and then a red glaze. I'm hoping the clear red. Yeah, that's bringing it back up. Orangey brown, red. What I do like though is I only need to do it on the inner bit. Yep, that's how I'm doing it. That's cool. That's pulling the red straight back in. That's pretty cool. This isn't too bad actually, but you do have to be careful not to hit any of the. So the deep red, that is a lot deeper red as well, Tomo. That's coming back really well. I am impressed. Still got to do all the trim on these, but the red's coming back massively. I do like that. That did what I said it would do. Shouldn't have done that. think that, as they say, will do. Pig. Yeah. So that has cleared through to that, and the red's picked it up again properly. It's a lot better than it was. What time have we got? We are 6:15. That's 3 hours 15 minutes. Wow. Because I can't really get on with much with that because it's still being wet with the wash. I'm just gonna have to go back over there. I am actually going to call that for today. We've got quite a bit done. So we've definitely got one full Armiga ready to go as soon as the wash dries. We've got a Chaos Knight that's starting to look a bit snazzy and definitely cornified. And yeah, we will call that for the day. Very productive. So Wednesday, Egan. I'm not sure if Rasta's back this week. Keep an eye on his channel. Keep an eye for when he's coming out. Oh, hi, X-Wing Tom was. Didn't see you there. You were sneaking in. So, yes, thank you everyone for being here again. It's been a cracking day. Really enjoyed it. And more to come. We've definitely got these to finish off. And yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. And stay safe. Catch you soon.